How's it going today, guys? Big Al Bowie here. And I watched a video yesterday that Jersey Knife guy put out about case quality. So I just wanted to touch on that because that video kind of got me thinking about stuff, and so we'll get into that. And this is mainly to do with old versus new case and why I think case has the quality issues they have now. But first, I almost want to show you this thing. Now that is a 1965 to 69 produced 3-fin hunting knife. This guy's been in my family for years. I'm the 4th owner of it, and it's still tight, right, and sharp. You could go probably skin you out a deer with it tomorrow. You know, and this thing's 50 plus years old. So is that old leather sheath too. But yeah, that's what case used to be. You know, something that could stand the test of time, that could be passed down the family. You know, they were known for their quality. So that got me thinking, you know, what's going on with them now? So like I said, I watched Jersey Knife Guy's video, and then I went and I found the Rustlock video and watched it. And that guy's 100% right, man. Case should have made it right with that guy. That thing should never left the factory like that. So I started thinking why that is, man. Because it's not just happened with him, it's happened to a lot of people. And I started thinking about it, and you know, why them knives were so great from the 70s, the 60s, 50s, and on back, and why they stood up the way they do, was because they were actually handmade back then. It was a guy on top of a wheel putting them together. There was more hands-on, there was more attention to detail. And they kept it simple. You had your hunting knives, you had your traditional folders with your traditional materials. They didn't overcomplicate it. They just made them good. So nowadays, wow, just go onto the Shepherd Hills website and look at their options. 64 different pattern options. Okay, then go to the handle materials. There are something like 190, 200 different handle material options. When you start getting up that high in what you produce and what you try to do, it takes the ability to do it by hand out of the equation. So what you got now is case pretty much like an assembly line production. The only part of it that's actually handcrafted is the final hafting or shaping of the knife. That's it. That is it. I will say that their hunting knives, their fixed blade hunting knives, are still assembled by hand. That's why you just don't have very many problems out of the hunting knives. But the slip joints, they're pretty much assembly line done. Final shaped is the only time a person really touches that knife. So you're having a lot of these problems with gaps and blade centering and just atrocious grind work. And it's never happened to me personally, but I have seen the videos of some of these knives, and they're right. I wouldn't own that. I would send that back and I'd raise hell. I mean, yeah. Even though I'm a fan of case knives, man, that is just not cool to send out to people. So maybe someday they'll realize that, you know, maybe they're trying to do too damn much. You know, stick with what you know. Use the natural materials, bone, stag, buffalo horn, hell, even wood. You know, why are you trying to do stuff with kyanite and carbon fiber weave and trying to get into the flipper game? I mean, come on now. When you do try to do so much like that, it takes away from your quality. And another thing that supports that is look at the GEC and case battle. Okay, Case puts out in a week what GEC puts out in a year. And that's evident by the quality of their knives. You know, like I said, none of this is fact. It's my opinion of what's going on, you know. So, I don't know. Sometimes trying to do too much kind of hurts you, you know. And that's just my thoughts on it. And I don't know. Maybe someday Case will figure it out. Go back to that old recipe that worked. But yeah, Jersey Knife Guy, you're 100% right. And I kind of feel bad for that JB fellow with the rust lock. I mean, you definitely got you a legitimate claim there to be mad. But yeah, it's a horrible situation, you know. That's why I always try to buy them in person. You know, I'm fortunate enough I got 4 Case dealers in a 5-mile radius. You know, I only buy online when it's absolutely necessary. And in that case, there's only 2 online dealers that I really trust. So, if you got an opportunity to go get one in person, that'd probably be a good move. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you, and it's hard to say. Maybe one day Case will realize it, you know. But it's Big Al Bowie, and I'm out, man. You guys have yourselves a great day.